funny because like last year this time I was screaming out free Frank Billy. Fast forward right now, I'm like, yo, Frank, let me hold something. It's funny how that work, ain't it?
Shouts out to West Philly. Pardon my tardiness, but I was getting at that money.
What's the word, fellas? It's your boy, him, all your ladies too. You know, shout out to y'all. Just got back from the Louis store. You know what I mean? Spent a few bucks. You know, Louis V head to toe. It's the French dressing. You know, picked up a couple things. Let y'all niggas know how we doing it. But you know that nigga ain't just talking penny stocks. Penny stocks, how you looking real good. You know what I'm saying? $6.75 for the frames. You did. You know what I mean? Receipts. So y'all know it's official. When y'all start get to that level, when y'all can shop at the Louis store, you get the receipts like this right here. You know what I mean? They come in a little posted card. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But like I say, no, that's my little introduction. We here. First things first. Everybody want to know like that, the exact strategy, how we gonna get this money. It's just like this. At this point, you guys understand the account. You understand the way the online broker works. The online broker is the person who gonna execute your trade. You the pimp, you pimping them. You know what I'm saying? You tell them what you want to get in, you tell them what you want to get out of, and they do it when you want it to be executed. One of the toughest things when it comes to penny stocks is actually finding stocks. It's really not that hard because what you have to do is you have to find your strategy. I'm giving y'all my strategy. This is my strategy right here. Alright? I look for stocks that are volatile. The word volatile means stocks that are in play. Stocks that have, you know, that goes up and down. If the stock ain't in play, you ain't gonna get no play. You know what I'm saying? You can't get starter points from the bench player. You know what I mean? So penny stocks, you wanna play what's in play. You wanna play what's popping. You want to play what's on the message boards like thelion.com, a great source to see what's popping. The way y'all catch me on 360 Waves, I be on them financial penny stock, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just penny stocks, I be on them stock forums and message boards, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what's popping, seeing what the chat is, because like I said, I'm like Brandon Jennings, man, I'm about $1, you know what I mean? And anyways, you got thelion.com, you got Investors Hub. That's one of my favorites when it comes to, you know, just getting the buzz on what's gonna pop the next day. All your research happens the day prior. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta do your research and know what you're getting into. When it comes to the strategy, you wanna buy stocks. A lot of y'all talking about, you know, $200, $300, $400. I see where y'all coming from. If you invest in, you know, that amount of money, you wanna go with stocks that's under $2. Because your buying power is small. I don't rock with less than 1,000 shares. So I recommend you do the same, because 1,000 shares you getting $10 per move. You know what I'm saying? And so forth. So you want to get minimum $10 per penny. You know what I mean? So if a stock go, you know, 4 or 5 cents, you generating, you know, 50, 60 bucks on a nickel swing. You know what I'm saying? So like I wouldn't rock with a $2 stock and all I got is $200 because my buying power is weak. You want to have, you know, enough to see your return on investment. You know what I mean? That's what we in this for. To get a return on investment to make a couple dollars, not to lose. Okay? Another thing is we only play stocks that, or, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. I had to pause it for a minute. Dog back there crying. But anyways, where were we? You want to play stocks that got like a minimum between 500,000 to the maximum, you know, 10 million shares moving per day. You don't want to get in a stock that's moving under 500,000 shares, because if you get in a stock that's moving under 500,000 shares, you're going to see your executions moving slow. Like I say, we talking in and out. We talking being in a position a day, 2 days max. We talking about being in a position, you know, sometimes, like I say, the day trade, you may be in a position for 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You want to get into stocks that are volatile, that's moving between 500,000 to 10 million. You don't want to go over the 10 million mark. Reason I say this because you don't want to get into a stock that's being played by hedge funds. You know what I'm saying? Hedge funds is what I have. Hedge fund is where you have a collective of people with a bunch of money who put money together to manipulate stocks, and there's a lot of manipulation on Wall Street. So you don't want to get into a position that'll be, you know, $2 on Monday and then Wednesday the stock be at 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught on that type of swoop, because those stocks are being heavily manipulated. But you get the low key stocks that's in play, you know what I'm saying, that's within your niche that ain't been played by hedge funds, you'll see yourself very profitable. Like I said, a lot of y'all, if you trying to get, you know what I'm saying, you starting with 200 to 500 bucks, you trying to get at least 60 to 70 bucks per day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's a game of accumulation. So once you get a week of generating, 50 bucks a day, at the end of the week, boom, you at 250 plus your initial, you know what I'm saying, startup. So say you start up with 250, now you at 5. Now you getting, 15 to 20% of that. Now you at that $100 a day mark. Again, it's a game of accumulation. You know what I'm saying? It's a game of percentages and accumulation. So you might start off with 200, 250, but into that first week, into that second week, you'll see yourself at 500, 600 bucks. Now you're getting, 10 to 20% of that number. You know what I'm saying? And one of the misconceptions on Wall Street is like there's a lot of misinformation. Like I said, I've been in the game for 9 years. I done seen through the BS. I done invested. I done lost. I done won. You know what I'm saying? I done listened to the insiders. I done followed CNBC is for the sheeple. You don't want to hop on CNBC. You got to be real cynical when it comes to financial advice. Everything's a paid promotion. A lot of people don't even realize that 4 families own the entire television networks. Anything you see on TV is bought, is manipulated. Like every book you read is by this distribution company, which means that it's edited and modified to say what they wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. When it comes to finance, you got to do your own research. And it's like playing basketball, man. You can read as many books as you want about hooping. They don't make you a hooper. You be sitting back like, yeah, I read 900 books about, Michael Jordan and basketball and things like that, but you still ain't no hooper. The stock game is just the same. You can read, you know what I'm saying? It's all reading is just for understanding. You really don't get your real experience until you trade. You gotta trade, and once you see the experience and start gaining experience, start seeing how the stock game work, you'll start realizing that, oh man, it's just a hustle. It's just another hustle. And that's what I did. I read all the books, got all the jargon, completed all the classes and courses and things like that. But once I got in the game, my true testimony came from my actual experience on Wall Street, my actual experience trading, day trading, long-term trading. Like I was doing so much, because the main strategy that I want to teach y'all is the way my hedge fund functions. Like we use short selling as our main strategy, which means that we make money when the stock price goes down. We borrow shares from the broker, and then we sell them back to the market at a lower price, and we buy them back or we sell them back at a higher price, and we buy them back at a lower price. For example, if I had an iPad 2, right? The iPad 3 just got announced the other day, so I got an iPad 2, right? And I'm trying to sell it for 250 bucks. All right? So I'm asking you to sell it. I'm the broker. All right? I want 250 bucks for this iPad 2 that I got. You the investor, or you know what I'm saying, you the stock trader, you know what I'm saying? So you borrow the iPad 2 from me. All right? You gave me nothing. You sell it for 1,000 bucks. Okay? You pay me $250 because you got it from me and you sold it. So you pay me back $250, and your profit is that $750 that you profited from the sale. And that's how the short sale works. You buy, you sell high and you buy back at a lower price. It's basically the reverse of buying stock. That's why I ain't really touched on that, Jack, because I want y'all to understand the straightforward process. Once you understand that and you're thorough at that, I'll show you how to make money when the stock prices go down. You know what I mean? Like, we're in a recession. Times is tough. Majority of small capital businesses fail. Them companies that are worth $25 million and less, a lot of them fail. It's easy, you know what I'm saying, to make money on the downturn. 1 out of 3 stocks, fail. Stocks go down lower. Stocks go down 3 times quicker than they go up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna teach y'all that strategy, but I want y'all to basically understand the first rudiments of investing, the realistic time frame, the commissions, the fees, you know what I'm saying, things like that. I want y'all to, like, you know what I'm saying, like the online broker, like I said, that I prefer for y'all if y'all just starting out, is a company like Zadco or Trade King, because they, or Sogo Trade. They only charge like between $3 to $5 a trade. Now, if you a big boy and you playing with a few stacks, you know what I'm saying, trade, think or swim. My fault. It's like I say, it's an early Saturday morning. Late last night, I was out doing my thing. But think or swim is who I rock with. Them and an investor, an interactive broker. They real good when it comes to short selling. So like I say, short selling is my investment group's main offense. You know what I mean? Because we started out getting money riding the pump and dumps. You know, stocks that are in play and things like that. But now we're at the point where we're making money on the downturn. But I say it takes a minimum $2,000 to get that margin account, and that you gotta have. You can't, on a cash account you can just buy stocks. On a margin account you can't borrow and short sell. I mean you gotta have a margin account to borrow and short sell and do all of that. But like I say, that concludes part 2 of the process. Let me do a quick summary. Basically, the strategy is you look for stocks that's trading between 500,000 to 10 million. You don't want to go over the 10 million shares per day mark. You want to stay between your range. You know, between under if your cap, you want to go between 10% of what your capital is. You know what I'm saying? If your stock, 1% of what your capital is. If you ain't got nothing but $250, you want to go with a stock that's $2.50 and under. You don't want to be no $15, $10 stock because you ain't gonna have no shares. 100 shares, they gonna put that Louis V on your back, man. They gonna put them frames on your eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be at $2.50 and under because you want to have, like I said, a minimum of 1,000 shares in what you're doing, so you actually see a profit. Another thing is your resources. TheLion.com is another board or platform when it comes to trading and traders talking just like 360 Waves. Interactive, no, not interactive broker. Was Investors Hub. That's what I mean. Investors Hub is another resource that I use to see what stocks are being promoted. You got StockPromoters.com. You got your iPhone users like myself. There's a bunch of different apps and things like that. Yahoo Finance is 10 times better than Google when it comes to like the stock screener. Stock screen, like you look it up. Stock screeners is how you find your stocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing about it is like 10,000 stocks out there. You don't want to really go through all that junk using them junk stock screeners and them junk symbols. I'm gonna try to do it. You know what I'm saying? A thing where I'm working on the website for the Millionaires Club while I start posting like what I'm playing, posting stock symbols and things like that. You know, little pickers and whatnot. And once you guys start, like I said, I'll give you a little bit of the game for free. Once you guys start making them $1,000 every 2 weeks or something, I have to start charging you niggas. But like I said, to get you guys going, let you know that it's real, let you know that we're really doing this. I'm gonna give you the game for free. A couple guys reached out, hit me up. You know what I mean? Hit me up on the email tip, things like that. Well, they one-on-one personal questions, and we within. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you knew better, you do better, and I'm trying to help y'all do better. I'm out of here. It's a light Saturday, looking good. Just got back from the Louis store, freshened up. I'm out here, man. Here's what it is.
This is so sad. But I would like to thank everyone who came along to the funeral service. Thank you. Somehow, some way, we will find a way to move on. As we proceed to give you what you need, 2010 motherfuckers, bring that money in motherfuckers. Everything comes to an end, and therefore, I bring you Exhibit F. What it look like, baby. One day I'ma be sleeping in the box, but when the time comes, it comes. Ain't no need to keep peeping at the clocks. The hood is like an anchor, think deeper than them blocks. My boat was made to float, not for keeping at the docks. They sweeping through the blocks, slam you on the floor for what you keeping in your socks. 16-year-old